In the previous lesson, we covered the parallel mate. Now we're going to take a look at the perpendicular mate. The two mates, parallel and perpendicular, go hand in hand. The only real difference between the two mates is one mate holds the components at 0 degrees to one another, and that would be the parallel mate, and the other mate holds the components at 90 degrees to one another, the perpendicular mate. So let's give it a try, even though you will see a lot of similarities between the parallel and perpendicular mate. If you would like to work along with me, you can find the U-bracket assembly file in the Work and Files folder. I am going to begin by applying a coincident mate between the face of this pin and the face of the upper U-bracket. I'll accept it, and then I'll apply a concentric mate between the hole and the pin. I'll rotate the U-bracket, and let's zoom up on it so we can see what we have going on here. And notice I can rotate the square block in this direction, along with the upper U-bracket in this direction. Let's try out the perpendicular mate. We'll begin by locking down the square block to the lower U-bracket. So I can either select a face or an edge. I'll select this edge, and then I'll select a face perpendicular to the edge of the square block. Notice it defaults to coincident. I could set it to parallel. However, we are looking at perpendicular. I'll accept it. And now you see the square block no longer moves because it's fully defined. Now let's fully define the upper U-bracket. And let's try to put it in this orientation here, perpendicular to the lower U-bracket. We'll do that by selecting a face on the upper U-bracket and a surface on the lower U-bracket, which is perpendicular to the first face. So I'm going to select this outer face here, switch it to perpendicular, and then close out of the property manager for mates. Notice this upper U-bracket is fully defined, and if you look at the feature manager design tree, you will see we no longer have the negative sign in front of the square block or the upper U-bracket. So when it comes to the perpendicular mate, it's a fairly easy mate to apply, just like the parallel mate.